Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to invite you to next Industry 5.0 keynote. This time we will look at the single-use plastics in the Industry 5.0 perspective. My name is Mike Rada. I am human and I am the founder of Industry 5.0. So before we start, let me introduce you to Industry 5.0. It is the first industrial evolution ever led by man by a human. It's based on the principles of systematic waste prevention, industrial upcycling, introduced in 2013. And Industry 5.0 recognize and prevent four types of waste: physical, social, urban, and process waste. And please don't understand me wrong. Industry 5.0 is not new. It was introduced officially on December 1st, 2015. Already in 2017, Industry 5.0 definition was published, and in 2020, on October 14th, the first Industry 5.0 ambassador in the world was assigned in India. On January 7th, 2021, European Commission adopted Industry 5.0 in the European Sustainable Development Framework. On October 19th, United Nations on the World Investment Forum spoke about Industry 5.0, and on January 1st, 2022, we have started Project 17, the Global Recovery Project. Industry 5.0 is at the moment represented in 93 countries in the world. If we know what Industry 5.0 means, we should look what single-use or disposable means. Looking at Wikipedia, we will see a disposable is a product designed for a single use, after which it is recycled or is disposed as a solid waste. Disposable is an adjective meaning something not reusable but is disposed of after use. Disposable products are most often made from paper, plastic, cotton, or polystyrene foam. And products made from composite materials, as lamination, are difficult to recycle and has to be disposed at the end of their use. They are typically disposed on landfills, and United Nations already in 2004 agreed that it will stop landfilling. I have to add one sentence to the Wikipedia article. Single-use products are the one most frequently wasted. And this is the core of the problem, because the core is not a plastic. Plastic is not the evil, but the single-use. In fact, single-use create single profit stream, but multiple waste streams, because permanent production causes permanent resource consumption. Permanent production at the same time is a permanent traffic stream, usually one way, so as to increase storage space for the produced product, and it's permanent waste creation. And the worst of all, single use create a feeling that waste is normal. Because of that, and because of the fact that there was nobody in the world who deal with systematic waste prevention, I started with 2013 to do my work. And it took me 8 years to write down wasteless legal framework, waste prevention policy or legislation, because nothing that can be used or utilized again must become waste. Everything must be considered primary as a pre-waste existing resource and remain in the system. Secondary use or utilization of a product or material is not limited to a primary function and can be executed by everyone respecting the rules and regulations. Collecting, sorting, baling and trade, transportation are not considered anymore secondary utilization, and if not utilized on a primary location, it must be offered to others before being wasted. Dear ladies and gentlemen, there is no waste if we do not waste. And waste is the result of wasting, and not a single legislation in the world contains the definition of wasting. So I define it. Wasting is a process in which product or material of any kind, form or volume become waste. In fact, wasting is a system failure and must be prevented first without any limitation or legal restriction. And please understand, wasting is not a feature of a product or material, but a result of human behavior. And single use represents one of the most common forms of wasting. I spent 8 years to write it down. The Industry 5.0 ambassadors spent time on translating it in the languages, and the distribution of the waste prevention legislation was done on September 1st, 2021 to more than 50 countries all around the globe. Currently, it reached 93 countries. Our mistake was that we have believed that the future can be built on the top of a pyramid, in this case of a top of a waste pyramid, but everyone who ever was on the top of a pyramid knows that there is a very unstable point. You can hardly stay there. So how do you want to build your future on it? I realized a decade ago, and I decided to build another groundstone, the groundstone on which the future can be built, even if the earth will shake and the economy will shake. The groundstone will stay there and provide stable platform for future construction. 6R can be implemented in any business, any segment, in any environment. And how does it work? Firstly, you have to recognize that something must not become waste, and trust me, that's not easy at all, especially if you throw the thing away long time. The second is even harder because you have to reconsider what you will do with that product that you save. But the third point is the reward. You realize it. You may fail for the first, second, third time, but when you succeed, and you will succeed, you start to change the world and your future. There can be the trouble transferred to treasure. And let me introduce you one technology which can do that. You probably never heard a name of a Lizatech company. It's a small company in Czech Republic, in the heart of Europe, a company which decided to do much more for the world than just to toll. They make a technology which can turn Tetra Pak and plastic packaging into a construction material, certified construction material, which can be used for building, for construction, for roofs, for floors, for walls. The technology is here, it's existing, it can be ordered. You just have to do it. Many people told me during my journey, what is the value of waste prevention? There is no value. We spent 5 years to calculate the value. It is 475 trillion US dollars every single year. It's almost 400 times more than the richest man on the earth's own. It's 8 times global GDP. This is the value of systematic waste prevention on a global scale. Industry 5.0 is the first industrial evolution ever led by man, by human. It is the new mindset of people and businesses from wasteful to wasteless. It delivers results without the need of capital investment, and it's based on the principles of systematic waste prevention called industrial upcycling. It utilizes the existing on-the-ground mines, and it's based on transparency, profit sharing, and efficiency. And please do understand, Industry 5.0 is not a sales tool, is not a technology, is not a buzzword, is not an IoT. No. And it is not the next Industry 4.0, because it is evolution, not the revolution. Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are living in the years of digitalization of our work. Our children live in a time of digitalization of their education, and our leisure time was digitalized a long time ago. So it looks like that the only thing which needs to be digitalized to have perfection will be the human. But if the human will be digitalized, his home will look like this. And this is not a mistake, because data don't need light. But I realized that a decade ago, and I decided I do not want to live in a black hole. My world is wasteless world. And I started to build it with my hands, with my knowledge, with my experience, with Blue Ocean, which is called Industry 5.0. And from January 1st, 2022, 17 months for a recovery of global economy, society, industry, and environment started already, and you can join us. Using the principles which prove with more than 1 million metric tons of products prevented from being waste that it works. Dear ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michael Rada. I'm human. And don't worry, I'm not alone. There are 93 ambassadors at the moment representing the gates to wasteless world to more than 85% of global population. Because I took my decision a long time ago. Just now it is your time to decide whether you would like to live and let your children live on a landfill or on a planet called blue marble. Have a nice time, free of waste and wasting in all its forms, and please stay safe.